death's command. His armor rusts with every sin, yet still he fights, he cannot win. For ghosts don't rest, and neither shall he. A wraith of war, eternally free. When bells of ruin toll the sky, you'll hear his horse and battle cry. One soul to save, one an oath to keep. The phantom crusader shall never sleep. When bells of ruin toll the sky, you'll hear his horse and battle cry. where cursed eyes forever sleep. The keepers fall, but still they cry. To guard the world, we bleed and die. In the cliffs above the storm-torn sea, an iron keep stands silently. Its halls once roared with feasts and flame, now whispers haunt each ancient name. The king was slain by blood-stained hands, his soul enchained in iron bands. Each knight who swore an oath that day now walks the night a shade of gray. Ghosts of the Iron Keep arise, wailing under moonlit skies. Bound by steel and broken vows, they march again with hollow brows. A lone child enters, drawn by lore, unlocks the gate, the spirits roar. The curse will break or doom shall grow. The past demands the debt they owe. So burn a torch, but don't look back. The keep is cold, the walls are black. They guard the crown, they guard the shame, forever trapped inside the flame. So burn a torch, but don't look back. The keep is cold, the walls are black. They guard the crown, they guard their shame, forever trapped inside the flame. Ghosts of the Iron Keep arise, wailing under moonlit skies. Bound by steel and broken vows, they march again with hollow brows. Ghosts of the Iron Keep arise, wailing under moonlit skies. Bound by steel and broken vows, they march again with hollow brows. So burn a torch, but don't look back. The keep is cold, the walls are black. They guard the in frozen lands. crimson hue. The riders ride the skies anew. That stave-bred fire their eyes ignite. They bring the end of sacred light. Each one a soul that once rebelled against the gods and silence dwelled. Now loosed upon the mortal plane, they ride with wrath, they ride with pain. Riders of the crimson eclipse, tearing worlds with iron whips. Their horns shall sound, the stars shall fall. The riders heed no mortal call. Riders of the crimson eclipse, tearing worlds with iron whips. Their horns shall sound, the stars shall fall. The riders heed no mortal call. A child born beneath the sign can break their curse, can draw the line. But time is thin and fire's fast. The final dawn may be the last. So mark the night with blade and shield, or flee the fate the sky revealed. For when the eclipse stains the land, the riders ride with death in hand. Riders of the crimson eclipse, tearing worlds with iron whips. Their horns shall sound, the stars shall fall. The riders heed no mortal call. Riders of the crimson eclipse, tearing worlds with iron whips. Their horns shall sound, the stars shall fall. The riders heed no mortal call. So mark the night with blade and shield, or flee the fate the sky reveals. For when the eclipse stains the land, the riders ride with death in hand. Deep in the jungle's rotting heart, where sun and soul are torn apart, a temple stands in venom's breath, where silence speaks the tongue of death. The serpent king in stone entombed awaits the one by fate consumed, to break the curse and rise once more. Through blood and ash, the rights restore. In the temple of the serpent king, the spirits cry, the demons sing. A blade of bone, a throne of lies. He'll wake again as our sin. Now serpents crawl through mind and skin. The prophecy begins within. Final. When rivers plain. Only the bold and damned remain. The rebel cries beneath the moon, a song of fate, a fatal tune. Beyond the veil where mortals fear, the race emerge when dark is near. With hollow eyes and blades of mist, they hunt the names the gods dismissed. Their realm erased from book and stone, they wander cursed and all alone. Once kings and queens of shadowed grace, now bound by rage they can't replace. Waves of the forgotten realm, no helm can guard, no hand can helm. They rise when prayers have lost their light, to drown the world in endless night. One child dreams the ancient name and brings them back through blood and flame. Now destiny begins to twist, a world devoured by creeping mist. Final. So guard your sleep and lock your mind, for they return to curse mankind. A realm once lost now breeds once more, with race that knock on every door. Waves of the forgotten realm, no helm can guard, no hand can helm. They rise when prayers have lost their light, to drown the world in endless night. Waves of the forgotten realm, no helm can guard, no hand can helm. They rise when prayers have lost their light, to drown the world in endless night. So guard your sleep and lock your mind, for they return to curse mankind. A realm once lost now breathes once more, with wraiths that knock on every door. Wraiths of the forgotten realm, no helm can guard, no hand can helm. They rise when prayers have lost their light, to drown the world in endless night. From lands where death won't die, a knight who walks and does not cry, his face concealed, his name erased, by gods who feared the truth he faced. He carries pain in steel and fire, a cursed blade of lost shadow grows as twilight nears, a night of silence, dread, and tears. No rest for those who've sworn too deep. The hollow mask shall never sleep. Shall ride through haunted plains where kings have lied. His oath was forged in blackest flame. Now all shall kneel and speak his name. The night in the hollow mask shall ride through haunted plains where kings have lied. On ash-stained hills where heroes fell, a black banner began to swell, raised by hands that knew no king. It called the lost to rise and sing. From crypt and cell, from broken land, they marched as one, a rebel band, with ancient drums and sharpened fate. They stormed the walls of heaven's gates. Black banner rising in the storm, a creed reborn, a nation formed. From shattered chains and battle cries, they carve their truth into the skies. The tyrants shook, their towers cracked, as midnight armies staged attack. No mercy sworn, no deals were made, just burning crowns and dead repaid. Now legends bloom from blood-soaked ground, of banners raised where none were found. Their oath was steel, their wrath was wise. The banner flies where freedom dies. Now legends bloom from blood-soaked ground, of of banners raised where none were found. Their oath was steel, their wrath was wise. The banner flies where freedom dies.